Alright, welcome back for another video on ceramic coating. So on this video, we are running you through the full process of ceramic coating this Nissan Note in Trinidad, San Fernando area. Firstly, we start off with cleaning the rims and the wheels and the wheel wells. We do a very detailed cleaning because this customer requested that the rims also be ceramic coated. So what we gonna do is ceramic coat the face of the rim. So right now we cleaning. So in my previous video you would see me using this system and explaining properly what I am doing here with the rim brush, the detail brushes, the soap and everything else to do with cleaning this wheel. Right, so we make sure and we get all the areas. No dirt must be anywhere on this rim. Right, so we use a detail brush to clean it properly, and a lot of soap as well. The soap provides a lubricant. Enough soap. We need to actually have enough soap suds to get this process going smoothly also. And a proper detergent and degreaser is also required for this process. So we are still using the brush here, cleaning the rims, cleaning where the nuts are, the bolts, right? That would be me there for a second. And we wash off. Right, so after we're gonna wash off the wheel well itself, the guard inside, right? And this is the best part. We know you all love the foaming. We know you all love to see the foam going on the vehicle. So we are foaming on the vehicle right now. So if you notice carefully, the vehicle already seemed that foam was on it already. What happened was that I already foamed the vehicle, but I just forgot to press record, so I actually had to foam it twice. Yeah, so completing the foam process here again, and afterwards we're going to do the wash. So it's advisable to get a really thick foaming agent to clean the vehicle, because the foam can actually stay on the vehicle and you will have enough time as a mobile detailer detailing in the outdoors to properly wash the vehicle once you have enough foam, right? So now I use a wash mitt, and some of these things will be in the description of the video. You can check them out, copy and paste the link on Amazon, and you will be able to find the same products that I use. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow the channel for more upcoming content. So you will realize we remove the ID plate, number plate from the vehicle. That's so we can detail properly, right? So the wash process is still going on, washing the back, the sides, and while washing we also look for defaults on the vehicle in terms of tar, scratches. We will try to notice as much as we could while washing the vehicle. Now I use a lot of water because the water itself, if you are detailing in the outdoors, you will need to keep this vehicle as cool as possible, and that is where the water helps. So you will notice that I am detailing this vehicle in outdoors. So I use a lot of water, especially to wash off the soap, so that I can see areas that may be missed. You may miss an area or two where the sponge didn't pass. You need to carefully observe, because this process is a ceramic coating process. It's not just a wash inside out regular process. The vehicle is going to be ceramic coated. So what next? We have still washing, right? At this point we need to take out all the soap, and the other step would be the clay bar treatment. So that is going to be coming up in a while here. We're just making sure we wash off the soap. So you'll see for my clay bar treatment here, I am actually not going to be using the spray bottle with the soap. I will actually foam the vehicle and use the clay pad to basically run through the whole vehicle, the exterior, right? So we're still washing, a lot of washing, make sure all the soap comes out. At this point you will be inspecting as well, as I said before, to look for any faults that you may need to address during the paint correction process. You might need to look for tar, If you have tar deposits on the sides, both sides of the car, especially right behind the two front wheels, you're going to have tar deposits stuck there. And behind on the back bumper, you're going to have tar deposits stuck there as well. Right, so basically we're going to move on to the other steps soon. So just remember, just a reminder, like and follow for more educational content for ceramic coatings in Trinidad, especially the mobile detailers, right? So we're almost there, and now we are going to see I am foaming the vehicle again here, right? I am going to use foam as the lubricant to put the clay pad on the vehicle. Remember, it's a max shine clay pad, right? So we start with the lights. Every possible area that you are going to ceramic coat and buff, polish, you need to use this clay pad. So we're doing the glass. We're going to do the ceramic coatings on the glass as well, right? We did the visors just now. You're going to notice a spot here I spent a few seconds on because I saw some tar there, right, to remove with the clay pad. So again, wash off properly, and while washing off again, you would be inspecting the paint and the glass as well for anything that did not come off with the clay bar treatment. So you see there that I saw a spot that I thought I missed, but it was actually a little scratch on the vehicle. So and there was another spot there, that's some tar, so I had to come back with the clay pad to remove that. So this is where a lot of water comes in. Now this step here is the iron removal process. So we spray on the iron remover, we let it dwell for a few seconds or so, and we wait for this to turn purple. Now if we are not seeing the purple in effect, it means that the vehicle does not have a lot of iron deposits on it. So I am also using, before I use the Maguire's, this product here is the Nerta Fallout. So I'm using two different kinds of iron removers just to make sure that there are no iron deposits or rust deposits on the paint. Seeing that there was none, that means this vehicle was well maintained by the customer. So as soon as we notice that there are no iron deposits, we wash off that iron remover as quickly as possible. And now we are using a 3D cloth towel to dry this vehicle. So dried, process straightforward. Now we go to the polishing, buffing process. Alright, so this is where we spend some time also inspecting the vehicle while we buff it as well, while we polish it. This process is removing oxidation from the paint itself. Then we buff off with our microfiber cloths, and still we always inspect the vehicle while doing any process in preparation for a ceramic coating. So right now we are onto the front bumpers, taking our time, being careful. Right, this is a DA polisher I am using with a max shine one-step pad. Right, so we buff all where this buffer can reach. We would use this particular buffer. It's a 5-inch pad, 5.5 inch, and all where this could reach, we would buff the vehicle with it. Other areas you'll see later on in the video, I will be using a mini buffer with mini attachments to buff certain hard to reach areas on the vehicle. So we are buffing the front bumper as well. This is the flare kit. This Nissan Note came with a flare kit. So we are trying to catch every area with polish, with compound and polish, sorry. So right now we're just getting the process done, not leaving out anywhere, right? Because we, as a detailer, you would know that you need to cover all the details. We even buff and polish the emblem as well. In certain areas that the customer wouldn't expect we do, that they seem to be shocked about, is that we do details. A detailer does the details. This is where the cost comes in as well, and the time spent on the vehicle. Right, we are doing the mirrors. Now we're onto the side, the back door, and the back panel. Right, we also using the 4-pass system with the buffer, right, left to right and up to down in some areas of the vehicle. Right, so even though this process, as I said, while doing each step, you keep inspecting the body, keep inspecting the paint for any defects. Because if you miss anywhere, you'll need to go back and redo it again, and this is going to take time as well. Right now the buffer is actually reaching the flare kit, the top of the flare kit, the white area, right? So you can use the buffer to buff that area as well. You're going to see later on we're going to use the mini buffer to buff the lower flare kit, right? And then you take the cloth, you buff off, make sure all this compound and polish comes out, because we do not want any residues on this paint when we are about to ceramic coat, because that is going to cause a lot of problems. The ceramic coating is not going to bond to the paint, and that's a lot of problems. So we have now the mini attachments for the mini buffer, and this is where we are doing the details of the vehicle, fine details, right? So our 5.5 inch buffer could not work here. We have to get these attachments in order to get the job done. Everywhere we put ceramic coating needs to be polished and buffed, right? So we taking out the compound here now. The moment you take that compound out, you'll see a shine. We also do the inner door handles as well. You would notice that all vehicles, this area tends to get a lot of scratches. Even though you don't have rings and whatnot on your hand, it still gets scratches from the fingernails, the contact with opening the door, right? So we are buffing out here, and then we just take the cloth and we rub out the polish, right? So here again, fine details we go to with the mini buffer and the attachment. This buffer I am using is a Max Shine Adams polisher. I do not see it anywhere on the Adams store or YouTube anymore, but there are substitutes that I can always put a link in the description in the channel, so you can make a purchase if you like, as a detailer or a DIY person, to get this job done yourself, right? So we buffed all here behind the muffler, the flare kit behind here as well, right? So now it's time for the ceramic coating. Now I usually open the doors to basically not let any product carry over to the other panel of the vehicle, right? So you'll notice the pattern I am using, left to right and up to down. It's a cross hatch pattern that we use to make sure and cover every single area of the vehicle where the ceramic has to go. This is very important, and we need to move quick as well, because as you notice, we are outdoors. Then we level off the ceramic coating with a leveling cloth, which is what I am doing here, right? Make sure you level off every single area of this panel, of the panel you are working on, with this leveling cloth. This is a crucial step. And then we have an 1100 GSM cloth here, plush microfiber, to buff off the remaining ceramic from anywhere on the vehicle, right? You will basically immediately see a difference when using that 1100 GSM plush microfiber cloth. That's a cloth from Rag Company. So here we go again. We also do any trims on this vehicle. This particular ceramic coating can do black trims as well, so we do it at the same time. And we also buff the glass as well in this vehicle, right? So this vehicle is fully protected with ceramic coatings: the body, the glass, the trims, the rims, right? Basically everything is ceramic coated. So just a reminder, you can comment if you want, subscribe, and stay tuned for more information coming up on ceramic coatings, Trinidad, San Fernando. Yeah, you can contact me on the number on the description as well for any information, any advice that you may need as a detailer or a DIY person yourself. So we are just finishing up here with the back bumper. You will notice here I am applying the ceramic left to right, up till down, right? Cross hatch patterns, level off, and then buff off with our plush Korean 1100 GSM microfiber cloth. Okay.